Good morning, students. So, in this lecture also, we would continue to discuss John Donne's poem "Death Be Not Proud," and this is the part two of that poem. In other words, it is the second part of the sonnet. It is the second part of the poem which we are going to discuss in this lecture. Uh, as I told you earlier, that in the first part, the writer told us the reality of death. What is death? What it does? What the people think about death? And what a true believer thinks about the death. Now, as the people think that death is powerful and fearful, now in the second part of the song, in this poem, the poet explains some of the limitations of the death. Look at the limitation of death. That death is not supreme. Death is not so powerful as the world thinks, as the people think. The poet explained that death is a slave. Death is a slave to many circumstances. Circumstances means situations. When death comes, there must develop a situation in which the human beings can explain that his death happened due to this fact. So this is the first thing which he explains, that what are the limitations of death. There are many reasons of death. It happens according to fate. Fate means according to destiny. That as the people think that that would come, it is certain that the all human beings who are born, they must die one day. But there is a method, there is a situation, there is a way in which the death comes to an individual. And for most of that is that the time, the place which is written in our destiny, which is written in our death, in our fate, the death would occur in the same way. No one can stop it, no one can deny it. It may happen by accident also. There are many deaths which take place due to accidents. And in olden times, the rivalry among kings, rivalry means the enmity, the quarrels between kings. Because in olden times there were small states, and sometimes they invade and sometimes they are invaded. So there is always a danger of war which looms on their fate. So that is another reason. The rivalry among kings become the cause and the loss of many lives. As we have seen in our history, history is full of such kind of bloodshed, the description of bloodshed, when one king invades the another state and kills and do all kinds of bloodshed. Similarly, the desperate men become the cause of many innocent people. Desperate men, the wicked persons. There are some wicked persons, there are some, you can say that, desperate men in society, that they want to achieve anything. They want to achieve the things by any means, by hook and crook, by they can do to any extent to achieve their goals. These people don't like any persons in their way. Any person which comes in their way of their goal, so they kill him. As we see in our Hindi movies, when the villains try to do anything, he is willing to go to any extent to achieve his goal. In this way, death is occurred. So John Donne also explains that there are many methods used by people to cause death, and one of them is by poison. In earlier days, in olden days, the poison was a very crucial weapon, a very lethal weapon to kill the enemies, and it kills very silently. Fighting in the battlefield, as I told you earlier, that when the war begins, many lives are lost in the battlefield. But the common cause of death is sickness. What is sickness? Sickness is illness. Many people also die when they become old or when they got any disease. So sickness is the major cause of death. So these are the fate, the death which is written in your destiny, the place, the time. So it would come, it would happen according to that. And as I told you that the rivalry among kings and desperate men, and they also cause death, and they cause by poison, battlefield, and you can say that the cause of the sickness, that is illness. The poet makes fun of death, that when a person consumes, when a person takes opium, opium, you know that opium, opium is a kind of thing which intoxicate you, जिससे आपको नशा हो जाता है, अफीम, opium. Or the spell of magic. There, some people have some, you can say, the magic which is used to, you can say that when you lost your conscious and become totally in the hands of others people, that he makes you do anything which he wants. That is the spell of magic. जादू हो जाता है. That is some kind of effect. They capture your nerves, and and the person becomes unconscious for a short time. So it is a soothing and pleasuring experience. So the death which comes by this way is a soothing experience, that it is not so painful. Therefore, the proud of death is not justifiable. The poet clarifies that these are the very common things which happen, which make the cause of happen of death. So one should not worry about it, because these are very common things. The poet concludes the poem with the Christian belief. According to it, the stay in the world is temporary. The life in the world is temporary, it is not permanent. And we forget this basic fact. All human beings, they are not, they are very reluctant to admit this fact, that their stay in this world is temporary. They are not going to live permanently here. And on the day of judgment, it is also called the doomsday. Day of judgment means Parlay ka din. God would recall all dead persons to all dead persons. In this way, the death is a short sleep to prepare oneself for the final day. Because when the doomsday would come, by the call of God, all dead person would be resurrected, would be made alive, and they present their doings, what they have performed in the world. After it, there would not be death, and the poet says that after that, after the day of judgment, after the doomsday, there would not be death, because death itself would die with the command of God. Now look at this basic thing, that when the day of judgment comes, when all human beings have died, there would be nothing alive. Then what would happen? The God would recall all the dead persons, and they would arise from their graves, and death would die with the command of God. So ultimately, the human beings, the mankind would live even after death, and there would be no existence of death after doomsday. I hope that besides propagating, besides preaching the Christian belief, the poem has also given has also explained some basic concepts about death. That we should not be afraid of death. Death is written, and it would come as it is destined in our fate to us. But we should try to do something good. We should continue to do good deeds in this world, so that when the doomsday would come, when the God call you for judgment, you can present good deeds in front of Him, so that you can get salvation. I hope that you would read this poem, the text of the poem, and then again and again you would listen my lecture, so the things would become clear to you. I hope that you would enjoy this poem, and I hope you a very happy new year. Thank you.